Good morning. I want to introduce you to my morning routine as a writer. Now, a lot of this is taken from the Miracle Morning book series. There's one written specifically for writers, and so I'm going to link that below. Now, let me show you what my morning kind of chart looks like. So you can see the 7 things, and I have an eighth one written down there. And then I try to track every day my progress, making sure I'm hitting all those things every day. Okay, so let me read the 7 to you so you know what's kind of my the category that each activity falls into. So first, the category is silence, and the activity that I do is 5 deep breaths. So that just kind of start the morning on a good note, nice and calm. Next are affirmations, and so I have a list that I've gathered from the Miracle Morning book and then a few other books. Trying to think which ones really influenced. The Jen Sincero books have a lot of really good sayings, how to think big, on the power of positive thinking. A lot of those, some of the people who talk about them may think they're a little corny, but they have really powerful sayings to say. And of course, with that, I include Bible verses and things that are personally meaning to me or that I've just felt led by the Spirit to add to that list. Next is visualization. And so what I visualize, how I use this category of practice is a little different than most people use it. I use it to visualize my number one priority for the day. So what am I going to try to get done by the end of the day? And I visualize myself doing it. This just helps me. Let me make this a little more stable. This just makes me really confident that I am pursuing the right goals in the right way and just putting my efforts where they're going to be most used. So silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise. On the days when we don't go to the CrossFit gym, this is usually a 10 to 15 minute stretch routine. There's a few really good ones on YouTube. Usually a full body stretch, or if we targeted certain body parts, then I'll focus on stretching those so that I feel loose and energized when I'm trying to write later. Now, next is reading. I usually actually do this one first. It's usually not this far down the list, but that's just the order I have it on. So the reading goal is one Bible verse, as you might have seen. Now, typically I always read more than that, but you want to keep these activities very low bar so that there's not a threshold. You're not looking at the chart and feeling overwhelmed by what you have to do every morning. There's just a few things I need to read, a few breaths I need to take, a few stretches I need to do. So I get into my morning very quickly. This doesn't take more than 20 minutes when I do it all in the right order and have the energy behind it. So the Bible verse, I usually end up reading, usually a solid chapter, but I just have a verse up there so I know if it's a busy day or if I'm running out the door, I grab my Bible or my YouVersion app, read a verse, and I can check it off the list. Later on, I'm going to end up reading more Bible anyways. The sixth category in there is scribing, so I have 100 words a day. That is the absolute bare minimum. I usually hit that within the first half an hour of waking up. I just want to get the words on paper. Right now, my writing routine, which I'll go into that in another video, is just about 300 to 500 words because I'm working on a lot of promotion for Magnetic Faith. I'm working a lot of new YouVersion plans. So the word count is pretty low because the type of writing I'm doing requires different parts of me, I guess. When I'm in a book, like a devotional or like a standalone like the Magnetic Faith, then the writing is usually at least 1,000 words a day. And that way I can really make progress towards that project. Finally, gratitude. So let me show you this, the 1 line a day journal. It's like that, and I have stickers all over mine. And so it's really nice. You just have, let me find one that's not too full right now. So you have lines for 5 years, and so you can write basically 2 or 3 sentences is what I write each day. Just kind of something I'm thankful for, something I want to remember, and something I'm looking forward to, just to get my mind in the right place for the rest of the day. And then an 8th thing that I have on here that isn't technically part of the Miracle Morning routine is to write your goals down every single day. So I'm doing my goals in a 30-day framework. So what are my top 1 or 2 goals? That's it for this month, this 30-day period. And what am I doing to meet them? So So that's what I write down every single day. And it just keeps you super focused on, all right, it's not like, oh, I have a whole year to do this. It's like, I now have 22 days left to meet these 2 things. And you can just see your progress a lot faster because you're condensing what you want to accomplish into such a tight period of time. So that's my morning routine. Let me show it to you again. Again, it's really based off the Miracle Morning for Writers. So I'll link that book below. If you have any questions or video ideas you would like to see, go ahead and leave a comment below. See you tomorrow.